What's up everybody, this is Boywithafishtank, and today I'm going to show you how you can bathe your bearded dragon. And this is actually something you, in my opinion, have to do because first of all, usually what I've experienced so far, bearded dragons can be quite messy, especially if you know, if you're, for example, at work or at school and they suddenly start pooping in your terrarium, and sometimes they may actually get a little bit active and start, you know, jumping at the glass and stuff like that, and they might actually get some of the poop on their feet, and they'll just go completely crazy. So, and you know, they're usually you know, their feces actually contain salmonella bacteria. Well, in some cases it does, it's not always it does, but most reptiles do carry salmonella, you know, which is very dangerous. So we don't want that to happen, and we don't want that to be spread around the tank, and we don't want that to be on our bearded dragon either. So what we're going to try what we're trying to do is actually to get them clean and make sure that whenever you handle them you won't get any sort of bad bacteria on you. So first of all, let's get out to the bathroom real quick. So first off, we got a plastic bin right here, which is going to be basically the place she's going to bath, and we're going to make sure that the water is not cold or too warm. The general rule is actually the temperature you would bathe your babies in, basically, which is not too warm. It's actually a place in between. So we'll just start here, pouring some water in here. We have to be sure that it's about enough water so that it will cover your hand. That is generally the rule. It shouldn't go too much higher than their elbows, about their elbow, shoulder area. And you have to be sure that the water is clean, because actually sometimes they might actually drink from it, and you know, it's not too good feeding, giving them something really contaminated to drink. And sometimes they do that if they're really thirsty. If you haven't given them some water in some time, they might actually do that. I know mine has done that before, where she actually just put her head into the water, and I was like, what is she doing? But she was actually just drinking. So we can see here that the water level is getting up to the amount we want, and it's pretty it's not too warm, but it's still warm so that she can keep herself at a good temperature. You have to remember that if it's too cold, it might actually shock them, and they can get an immediate heart attack, which is not what we want, of course. So there we go. I guess that is enough water for now. So we'll just turn this off. And now we just need to get the bearded dragon and put her in here. So see you guys there. So now she's in here, and you can see the water is right at her shoulder area here, at her front limbs. So this is good now. Basically, you can see she's feeling calm. Sometimes if you do this for the first time, you might actually realize that they bob their head up and down just to sort of intimidate you. I know mine did that, and I've heard a lot of others having that problem too, but you shouldn't be too scared about it, because of course it won't bite, but they'll just be a little bit stressed because it's not too fun being a desert animal and just suddenly getting into some water. Now there's quite often a big topic here, which is how often you should bathe your bearded dragon, which is different, because some people say it should be like 2 times a week. Some say 1 time a week, some say like 1 time a month, and you know, it really depends. But personally, I do it whenever she gets messy, basically. So if she gets dirty in any way, I'll just clean her. That works really well. So that way we'll make sure that she's clean for when I'm handling her, and I try to handle her about 20 minutes every day so that she'll get used to me. And as you can see, she's already getting pretty used to me, so that's pretty good. You can just put some water around their head, around their body. Just make sure that, yeah, that was not too good. It shouldn't get into their eyes. But it's not really a big problem because the water we have here is really clean, so it won't hurt their eyes or anything like that. But if you have chlorine in your water, you should not try to put water into their eyes. It might actually irritate it quite a lot. But as you can see, she's doing fine. I would also recommend cleaning her feet. Just make sure that she doesn't have anything stuck on there. Also make sure that before you put her in here, you should make sure that, before you put your bearded dragon in, you should make sure that that they have defecated, before you put them in, because they might actually get a lot of bowel movements by getting into water. It's just a really natural behavior that happens for pretty much all reptiles. So you just have to be sure that, you know, that they have done that before, because it might get a little messy. But as you can see, she did that this morning, so she won't do it in here. You're getting some sharp claws. These sharp claws down here, but you can see she's doing really well. And basically I bath her about 2 times a week. That's the general amount. And for drying her afterwards, it's probably best just to put her into your terrarium and let her sit in her basking spot, because when water will start evaporating from her body, it will actually get a lot cooler, and she might actually get a little cold, but it's not like really cold. It's just, you know, a little bit colder than usual. But you can see she's just enjoying this. Well, not enjoying exactly, but she doesn't mind. I've done it plenty of times before. So what's going on with your tail? But yeah, I just let her be in here for a little while. Sometimes they might actually try to get out, and when they do that, you should just take them out immediately. And that usually means that they think that they're done. So I'll just bathe her until she's done, and I'll show you guys when I dry her up. So when you think she's done, you can just take her up. Now, what are you doing? But you can just take her up, and usually I just do like this and let them rest on my hand. Like, no, stay up here. And sometimes they might actually just jump into the water again, because again, it's going to get really cool when she gets up here. So, you know, that doesn't feel very pleasant. But you should just keep her here. They usually dry within like 2 minutes. It's going really fast. But you know, you see here she is all clean. So that's nice. And yeah, so just let her dry and you can put her back in her terrarium. So here you can see the bearded dragon just heating up here after getting dry. I would not recommend handling your bearded dragon after this and going around with her in the house and stuff like that, because again, they'll get really cool and it might be a little bit, it won't hurt them that much, but it might stress them a little bit, so watch out about that. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and remember, don't use any soaps or chemicals, anything like that. Just clean water, pure clean water, and they'll enjoy that. So yeah, see you guys in another video.